Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Capcan and today we're gonna be updating our knowledge about how meta evolved in 3.23 League Affliction and how are we gonna proceed forward, what's gonna be next. We don't really know for sure what is going to be in 3.24, but we can still use some assessments and basically predict some things that should be still good in 3.24, or at least our knowledge based on statistics that we already have from 3.23. So which skills were the most popular in this league, and it's at the end of the league. This video is going to be quite fast and straight to the forward. I'm not gonna be prolonging it, so 5-7 minutes maximum. Okay, now in general, of course, Tornado Shot, which is that is not a surprise, almost any league. Then Penance, brand of Dissipation, which is shocking 11% of player base in regular trade league of Affliction was using up till the end of the patch. Then Detonate dead Cyclone, of course, with all the other things that may be used with Cyclone, like custom crits and many other stuff. Then Summon Raging Spirit, the most popular Necromancer skill, which is not, it's not a surprise too. Boneshatter was quite stable choice for a long time. Splitting Steel, then Detonate dead, Lightning Arrow, a Righteous Fire, Detonate dead, Detonate dead of Chain Reaction. Frenzy, Hex Blast, and Hex Blast is probably mine, or maybe there are some other meta shakeups that I'm not aware of, but still. And Caustic Arrow of Poison, Kinetic Bolt of Fragmentation, then Molten Strike and everything else. Maybe like Ice Spear, Fire Trap 2% are kind of okay, but they are not the most popular ones anyways still. But everything that is up to the percentage is a popular skill. And then we see here from change skills that were brought to us with all the labyrinth and different qualities of gems, of active gems especially. We do see that Penance, brand of Dissipation, then Detonate dead of Chain Reaction, Caustic Arrow of Poison, and Kinetic Bolt of Fragmentation were the winners of this patch, and they were definitely the things that people chose for their and there are probably still quite plenty of them that people just didn't do enough builds in order to popularize those skills, but these are, you can be quite sure that they work pretty well. And if there are no big shakeups, no big meta changes in 3.24, which I doubt quite highly that there will be some of them, because the team of Grinding Gear Games are quite actively doing big work on Path of Exile 2, which makes big changes, especially meta shakeups or even endgame shakeups, being quite unimportant for them as a priority for now. And now let's go for probably these 10 most popular Ascendancies and see which skills we're taking on them. So Deadeye is of course 71, a whopping 71% of Tornado Shots, then some Lightning Arrow, some Kinetic Bolt of Fragmentation, Frenzy, Artillery Ballista, which can be of course just an additional skill for those bow builds, and then a little bit of Kinetic Blast, and that's mostly it. So Deadeye is heavily Tornado Shot focused. Pathfinder, Penance, brand of Dissonance of Dissipation, Caustic Arrow of Poison, and Storm Rain of the Conduit, with Toxic Rain and Lightning Arrow, and even regular Caustic Arrow and Scourge Arrow of Menace being quite close, but most of them still Penance, brand of Dissipation, and Caustic Arrow of Poison. Then with our Chieftain, which is quite, that's quite impressive to me. I didn't know that Chieftain was as popular, but that's all thanks to Detonate Dead and Detonate Dead of Chain Reaction, with a bit of Righteous Fire, Flame Surge, and then Fire Trap that goes with Righteous Fire. Okay, Inquisitor. So Inquisitor is mostly 42% Penance, brand of Dissipation, with a little bit of Cyclone and Storm, brand of the Indecision. Yeah, so Those are probably go all along Ice Spear of Splitting 2 and a little bit of Righteous Fire. So as you can see here, within our outliers of most popular Ascendancies is definitely Chieftain in terms of previous leagues, but still everything seems kinda familiar. In here, Ascendant as well. So Ice Spear, Molten Strike, Smite, Freezing Pulse, Val Smite, and Creeping Frost. So skills are way more differentiated here. Maybe, I don't know. So yeah, many aura bots as we can see here. So Geralt aura, other guy named aura, Swamp aura, so probably many aura bots here too. I'm not sure about Ascendant for that for that extent. Then with our occultist we see here yet again Cyclone, which is most likely in here as a cast on crit or some other ways of proccing Cyclone with, as you can see here, mostly cold damage or chaos damage, which occultist of course accelerates at. Then Penance Brand of Dissipation, Hex Blast, Ice Nova of Frostbolts, Forbidden Rite, Blade Vortex, Caustic Arrow with way smaller percentages. Then we do have our Trickster with yet again Penance Brand of Dissipation, some Kinetic Bolt of Fragmentation, Frost Blades, Splitting Steel, and after that it's not that much. And probably, okay, so that was our eighth Elementalist, which went down pretty hefty amount if you were to compare it to previous leagues. Detonate Dead yet again, and Explosive Arrow, it's mostly that. Then with Champion should be number 9, Splitting Steel and Corrupting Fever, with Reap, Vol Reap sometimes as well, and a little bit of arrows, Explosive Arrow and Lightning Strike. I thought that was Lightning Arrow too, but no. And Hierophant. So Hierophant is Penance Brand of Dissipation, Cyclone, Shock Nova, Arc, Lightning Warp. So yeah, we do have here our types of damage dealt. It's mostly cold. Yeah, mostly cold, sometimes lightning, and sometimes some chaos damage too, which is quite, yeah, and everything here is Penance Brand of Dissipation, Penance Brand of Dissipation, sometimes some other skills as well, but not too much. And that's it with our meta review for the end of 3.23, which it was, I don't know if that was an interesting league or not. I haven't played it that much. I mostly played it on some hardcore characters, then died a lot, then went for softcore SSF, and then I've just quit. So if you want to share some interesting stories of your characters, or how do you enjoy the Affliction League, I would be glad to read them in comments. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you're having a good time. Bye.